Okay, so we come to the second exercise for using sound in TouchDesigner. So the last one we used we use the analyze to have a look of the volume of the sound playing back. So in this one we are going to use a more sophisticated object to visualize more than the volume, but this frequency spectrum of the sound as a creative output. So we create a new one. So name it Play Sound 002 and then include also the audio folder. And then again we tidy up the desktop and try to copy one of the sound loop into the audio folder and drag it directly to the TouchDesigner project. So we also use the audio device out to playback it to the sound card of the computer. That's it. So I also turn down the volume. And instead of using the analyze to obtain the energy or the volume intensity of the sound, so we use another one from Chop that I already mentioned, is the audio spectrum, and then connect it over here. So if we take a look, actually you show the two channel in the frequency spectrum. Then the left hand side is the lower pitch, the right hand side is the higher pitch. And in the parameter window we can also customize the details of the spectrum. And what we're going to do is try to make use of, for example, either in channel 1 or channel 2, so that the graph or the diagram over here, we try to convert it into up top, there's the texture operator, there's an image, and then use it to visualize that particular sample of the sound. So the dimension of the width of the image that we have in the educational license actually is 1280. So in that case we try to change the size of the FFT, and then the output length I try to set it manually to 1280. So this is the one I'm going to use it to convert into an image. And for the FFT side, that may not be necessary to have a very high value, so I just found the one a little bit higher than the one we want to have, this 2048. So now we have this two channel, and we can actually extract the one that we want. That is up to you, that we can have channel 1 or channel 2. So I just pick up the channel 1. So if you take a look of this one, so that will be its frequency domain of the channel 1 in this spectrum. What I would like to do is try to make sure everything will be like in 0 to 1. So I will use another chop with the name called limit to limit the value of this spectrum. And if you take a look at the parameter window, the initial is off. That means no matter what value, it just come through. And I will choose clamp. Clamp is actually the limit that try to clamp or restrict or constrain those values within a range. So I type the range of 0 and 1. And then I'll further do a normalize. so to make it a little bit more easy to use. So otherwise I may need to do a math by myself to scale up or scale down the range of those values. So now we have this frequency domain chart that the maximum will always be 1, and then the other value are kind of normalized according to this range. So to convert this range of number to an image, we go back to the image, that's TOP. There's a special command that we will use it pretty often later. It's the name called chop to. So chop to is actually a facility for you to easily convert a sequence of number into a sequence of pixels. So the way that you can work to it, just drag this one and put it to the chop operator or the space over there, and then you will see one line of pixel. So the brighter area corresponds to higher value in this, and then the darker area is somewhere with the value close to 0. Okay, so now we have just one line of pixel, and to do something like the color bar exercise we have done before, this we can set it to a resolution top, and in the resolution top we can customize to our own resolution that we used to have, and then change the aspect ratio to the resolution, and at the same time we can also change the pixel format, because in this one we are only using one single channel of the data format, so it is always black and white and gray. So in here we can change it to the proper 8-bit graphics, that is from the red, green, blue and alpha, each one of them an 8 bits, so a total of 32 bits of graphics. So now you have this visualization, and then you can connect it back to the output window, and then as usual you can go out of the project one, click the perform window, change the fill and border. So the music playback continue. Turn on the volume a little bit. So the full screen displays will be something like this. So the bright area corresponds to the higher volume of this particular spectrum of frequency. So the left hand side is the lower frequency, the right hand side is the higher frequency. So we do have quite a lot in the lower pitch, but not that much in the higher pitch. It's around somewhere in here. So this is the second demonstration how we can easily visualize sounds in TouchDesigner.